I just sent the invite, bro. See if it'll let you accept it. What's it saying? Damn, bro. Damn, Brody. Yeah, we might just gotta do a pre-recorded, man. We might just gotta do a pre-recorded. Regardless, it'll still be able to get out what we trying to do. So we call you real fast. All right, I'm gonna try to send it one more time. I'm gonna try to send it one more time.
Hold on. Here we go. You hear me? Hey, no, look, right? They think they slick. Niggas about to give up. I say, that's fucking. Hey, that's scary
Hey,
shit.
hey, y'all too paranoid, man. Y'all too paranoid. Them folk got y'all shook.
Bro, do you know how long it took us to get connected? What?
Yeah. So
I screenshotted when I kept hitting send request and it says request not sent. I screenshotted just so I can send it to you. You know this shit is real.
yeah, I feel like this live stream might get shut down for sure. But also, like when they be bleeping out a lot of shit. I will bleep out a lot of shit. They got full control of the shit. Well, what's up, bro? Can you introduce yourself real fast, bro, if you don't mind?
So those that don't know, yo, my name is Show Love the Poet, also known as Ghetto Conservative, right? Um,
Right,
now see, I be on TikTok and I be on Instagram.
right,
Yo, what I do is I build pages because I get shadow banned. So I build a page with over 20,000 followers, get shadow banned, build another page with over 20,000 followers. So I got about 50 something thousand followers on one account on TikTok, or
mm.
47,000 followers on another account on TikTok. You feel me?
Word.
This is Ghetto Conservative is my second Instagram page with 32,000 followers, I think, 31. And Show Love the Poet is my first Instagram page with 27,000 followers.
See, I'm glad you said that because I thought you was just a ghetto conservative. Like you just decided just to man. Let me get my thoughts off real fast because a lot of niggas active during the election, but some certain people were already doing their thing on social media. So I'm glad you say that. We able to connect the dots, whatever you know. So because I'm not on TikTok either, so I'll
The
be.
good, and the good thing about it is some of these fake ass conservatives bump into me, and
Mm,
then they talk, and they automatically assume the same thing you assume.
right,
I was raised on conservatism.
right.
So although I'm from the hood, born and raised in the hood, my mother voted for George Bush.
Damn.
And as a child, my mother used to force me to watch George Bush every time his mother did a State of the Union.
They do a State of the Union every year, right?
Yo, bruh, I think so. But for me as a child, I felt like it was every week.
Mhm.
Because I'm a child. So I can't comprehend nothing he's talking about. But I
Yeah.
do remember my mother saying, come listen to your president talk.
Okay, see, it sounded like she was just. It sounded like your mom was just educated. It sounded like she was just wanted to expose you to the best of the best at the time. That more so what it was, or was she a real life black conservative?
No, see, my mother is a real life ghetto conservative.
Mm.
She ghetto as
So is your mom a ghetto conservative, or is the ghetto conservative? Are the ghettos conservative, or was your mom a ghetto conservative?
great question. The ghettos are naturally conservative.
Mm.
If you think about conservative values and you think about what the conservatives have to offer compared to what other people have to offer, the ghettos are normally conservative. I just made a post, and in this post, because these two girls that are supposed to be black conservatives say they just got invited to a cookout, and they're dancing, they're celebrating, right? So I made a post and I'm showing the numbers. 30, it said between 35 and 37% of black people did not vote this past election. This past election. Those are the people literally in the lower class communities. So naturally, people in the hood are not democratic.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people love to say. It's the upper class people that have been voting Democrat.
Bourgeoisie, yeah, the sellouts for sure.
So let's take it back since you said the sellouts for sure, right? The 60s, the NAACP time was staged events. And that's why I get frustrated because a lot of white people believe that the black community wanted to be in the same schools as white people, that the black community wanted to be eating in the same restaurants. That's not what the black community came for. So when you meet somebody that claims that they're a black conservative, if they're talking any Martin Luther King, any NAACP,
They're not
that
conservative. Yeah.
no, because a black conservative was raised on Booker T. Washington.
Thank you.
A
Thank
black conservative was raised on Noble Drew Ali.
So you feel like the liberals basically.
Hijacked our voice.
All right, but it was Booker T. Washington versus at the time who was Booker T. Washington's main opponent.
W.E.B. Du Bois.
Okay, yeah, I didn't want to misquote and say Frederick Douglass. Thank you for coming with the answer. Now you saying the blacks today they W.E.B. Boys basically,
They're Boule. W.E.B. Du Bois is Boule.
right? He
Yes,
invented. Are you saying he invented the Boule?
he didn't invent the Boule. However, he was closer to the people that his age bracket is closer to the people that started the Greek fraternities for black people.
All right. You from Baltimore, right?
Yes.
So did you grow up? You went to high school in Baltimore?
No.
Where you went to high school at?
I went to high school in the suburbs. My mother put me out when I was in middle school.
So all right. So did you like? Was your growing up? Was that shit like The Wire? Was that shit the pictures we see with these rundown Democrat as fuck
Yes, so let me go ahead and break this down to you. My mother sent me to the suburbs to finish school.
in Maryland?
Yeah, I was still in Maryland. So Hartford County is like an hour or 40 minutes away from Baltimore City. That's where my father and his wife and his family lives at. That's the suburbs. That's them uppity blacks. That's why when I talk about uppity black people,
Is that Prince George County?
huh?
That's not Prince George County, is
No,
it?
Prince George's County would be more southern.
Uh,
But Prince George's County is also an upper class community,
right.
upper class area.
I'm there for a fact.
Facts. Hartford
Right.
County was actually Republican, but due to gentrification, you got a bunch of black people out there, right,
Uh-huh.
that will vote in their best interest. So if Democrats say, hey, we're going to keep giving you vouchers and stay out here, they're going to vote that way.
Right.
Now, peep this swag. My mother sent me to my father as a teenager.
Uh-huh.
That's when I learned that black people were supposed to be Democrats.
All right, cause real talk, whenever people become like a lot of Democrats when they be coming from Maryland, I just shut them up with Westmore, and if them dare say Baltimore, I shut them up by Brandon Scott. So living out there, being from there, is that really that bad as somebody as black conservatives who not from there see and make it seem to be? Because I look at that shit like Chicago, bro. I look at that shit. There's no fixing. There's no saving that. Is what I look when I look at Baltimore. I see the houses, I see the neighborhoods, and then I see the way they vote. I see their politics, bro. And I'm like, oh, like, cause that Brandon Scott dude, like the way he got them by like in a headlock, he remind me of that dude from Tennessee with the afro. Like it's just so easy for like to run that black Democrat card on like them urban cities. You see what I'm saying? So to hear that you from Baltimore, once I heard that, I was shocked. Is there other black
That's
conservatives?
why I get shadow banned. I get shadow banned because I don't want to say I'm the voice for the people because I did not want to be the voice for the people, right? However, I was able to get my voice out there to let the people in the world know. Don't let social media
All
and
right, bro.
media get you twisted up.
But what I'm asking is, do black conservatives exist in Baltimore?
Yeah, bro, listen, what I'm trying to tell you. Listen to me, bro. Yes. Not only do we exist, a lot of Baltimoreans are tired of Brandon Scott. You have to understand what hurts Baltimoreans is Baltimoreans prefer to strike and say
Well,
F the, listen, hear me out. They decide to strike and throw their middle fingers up to the voting polls. We're not voting for nobody because they have not given us anyone worthy. The problem, which I'm teaching my people, is the problem with that is if we just don't vote and let them put anybody in position, we're telling the rest of the nation that we're okay with this. So where his votes or the Democratic votes come from is the upper class community lying on ballots. It comes from, excuse my language on your live, it comes from
Right.
the freaking foreigners that the Democrats bring in. But we're seeing more and more Mexicans coming to the hood every day. Now, you notice how you mentioned the rundown homes in Baltimore? We surprised that these homes are actually not all run down. They put boards over them so they look vacant, and then illegal immigrants come through, remove the board, it's a whole house.
So when people put out political signs, are you seeing black people on these political signs? Like as we come towards the midterms?
Thank you for asking me that. The black people that you see with those political signs be crackheads, bro.
No, I'm asking. Hold on. Like, is it black people running, or are black people running actively? Like, is it black candidates that's running actively for these positions in Baltimore?
Yes, but now you
Well,
gotta ask yourself, where do these black candidates come from?
but
These
that's how you.
listen,
I'm
Brandon Scott, listen, the individuals that vote or excuse me, that run are chosen.
right.
Brandon Scott was chosen. Sheila Dixon was chosen. They are all Boule. Hear me out. All of our mayors, all of our council members that's black are Boule. They Utah Street babies. That's where the Boule Lodge is at. The main lodge on Utah Street. I want you to think about that. You go to a lodge, a white man lodge in his neighborhood don't look that bad. But look up the zip code 21217. Why is it that where that lodge is at, that's the only beautiful street? You will not see a vacant home. You will not see junkies hanging out or nothing. They protect Utah Street. But if you go to the next street over, it's the trenches. We
I,
are being sacrificed in the hood.
so because most of these places like St. Louis, that's a shit today. Chicago, shit today. Memphis, these places was thriving cities at one time. Was Baltimore ever a thriving city?
Yes, I'm glad you asked me that. Thank you for asking me that. Before Martin Luther King came through and linked up with Reverend T. Daniels, Baltimore City was actually voting conservatively. So the people was voting. Martin Luther King linked up with Reverend T. Daniels. All these were Boule.
It,
Use my
it,
language on your live.
is Reverend T. Daniel still alive?
Nah, that was my grandmama pastor, so I know about it.
They always get y'all through the church, bro. That's how they
Come
get.
on now, listen, hear me out. So Reverend T. Daniels and Martin Luther King linked up. Then all the deacons, the ministers, and the pastors in Baltimore linked up with them on Utah Street, which is the lodge, the Boule family lodge in Baltimore. They had a meeting and decided to dedicate that lodge to Lyndon B. Johnson, the president at
Oh
that.
yeah, oh yeah. They sold y'all all the way to.
So,
Anytime you hear LBJ, you know what time it was, bro.
so on Utah Street in Baltimore City, they dedicated that black Masonic lodge with to the fucking to Lyndon B. Johnson.
Yeah, we got a lot of things around here dedicated to LBJ as well.
So
But see,
exactly.
but see, but
So,
I'm not
listen,
mistaken. You
before
know,
that happened though, we had Pennsylvania Avenue was a historic place with Red Fox, James
but
Brown, Rick James come visit Pennsylvania Avenue.
thank you for
That was
saying that, bro.
a
So
spot.
so 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 the, so the black wealth in Baltimore was centered on Pennsylvania Avenue.
Man, Pennsylvania Avenue, Monument Street, downtown. Yes, but listen. So hear me out. Pennsylvania Avenue was where the theater was at. A lot of historical black people visited Pennsylvania Avenue to perform. Like I said before, Red Fox, James Brown, Rick James, and so forth. Frederick Douglass is from around the corner on Pennsylvania Avenue on Division Street. I swear, you got Pennsylvania Avenue, you got Division Street. These streets line up. After that, you have Drew Hill. All these streets line up. Think about the name, Druid Hill. Druid Hill still has buildings built from before the Civil War, which shows and proves that that this was a civilization.
See,
This is
see,
the,
see.
all right, let me finish this last statement. After Druid Hill, you have Utah Street. peep the swag. All this is 21217. So like you asked, this is where all the major celebrities used to come visit back in the day. Now it looked like trash. Now the only place that looks beautiful there is where the lodge is at on Utah. And it's all the same zip code. We would sacrifice
About it, like, man. See, if I'm not mistaken, LBJ was who vice president?
Yes.
He was whose vice president was he though?
Yo, LBJ was Nixon's vice president, if I'm not mistaken.
Who got into power when Kennedy got assassinated?
LBJ.
Hey,
Wait, I said Nixon. Why the fuck did I say Nixon?
but no, that's not that.
Hey, help me out. Yes.
That's
So LBJ was
that was
Kennedy's
look,
wife.
what I'm trying to say is, well, all right, just let me on this real quick. What I'm trying to say is Kennedy slash LBJ, that was the COVID of that time, bro. That was the turning point. That was the Charlie Kirk of that time,
Right.
basically. Because because we got in Charleston that is dedicated to LBJ. But anytime I see LBJ, I know technically it was supposed to be Kennedy. Flip the LBJ, and that's when the black community went.
So that's funny. I love it. I love it. I love how you said that, right? So Martin Luther King got locked up, as we all know.
Mhm.
And that's who promised Martin Luther King's freedom. That's how we ended up going Democrat. Martin Luther King Sr. said, damn, I'm tripping. I think it was Nixon. I don't know how the fuck I end up saying Nixon. Who was it? Was it Nixon that LBJ was running against? He said such and such did not listen to my daughters-in-law's tears. I had a bag of votes for him, but no longer. We used to all vote conservatively or Republican. He switched it to Democrat due to Martin Luther King. That's your party switch.
Right.
Now, here's my swag. My mother has been teaching me shit like this since I was a child. So when I hear people say things about the ghetto, I kind of be like, damn, didn't y'all just become conservative? Because there are a lot of conservatives in Baltimore City. The problem is too many people get mad and decide not to vote. Can I give you an example? We had an option between Brandon Snot, between Brandon Snot or Kim Classic. Kim Classic was like,
Man, Kim Clancy, she Republican. She a black Republican.
Oh, wait a minute.
I remember that.
I'm gonna tell you two things that will make anybody say fuck. She said she was from Baltimore City. She's not from Baltimore City. That's already strike one. Why would you lie about being from here as if we didn't vote for O'Malley? Second thing, your husband owns the Gentlemen's Club.
Right. It's a white dude.
So how do we ever know who's governing us, you or the pimp husband? Because if you own a strip club, you gotta understand women are paying you so they can solicit their bodies. You are a pimp.
Is her husband white?
Yo, no, her husband black.
Okay.
Do you think he give a?
I thought, yeah, Candace Owens said something about her one time. So
Wait, I think her husband, he's either white or black. I think the dude black though.
yeah.
I think he's black because I believe, and I could be wrong. I think it's a couple owners of the Gentlemen's Club, so I could be wrong. He could be white. So but what I'm saying is this: a lot of people are not going to trust somebody whose husband owns the Gentlemen's Club. You got a lot of fathers and women upset that their daughters have chose to go to these clubs and strip. A lot of things that happen in the hood is not due to bad parenting or lack of father. It's due to poor decisions they make. That's all that is.
I 1,000% agree.
Drug dealers and inmates that have good parents. For me to sit back and act like this is a culture thing.
Yeah, I grew up with both my parents and I made some really bad decisions. But
bro, I didn't grow up in the same house with both my parents, but I know my dad. I know my brothers on my mother's side don't know their dad. My brother never met his dad, but he went to Germany for a whole year as an exchange student. I went to prison.
How did you say that? I know a handful of black men that have been to prison and they have both of their parents in their house, bro.
Bro, how do you not, bro? So when I was in North Carolina, the dude The one they considered the most violent that ran the prison system had both his parents in the household, bro. I know him personally. That's my man, Jay Poon. Jay Poon, Jonathan Leeper, North Carolina, the prison system. I know him personally. That's my dog. He had both his parents in the house.
How long did you go to prison for?
I did 6 years.
Damn. How old were you when you went to prison?
I was 21.
Damn. So when
Hey, guess what? I had no excuses.
when
I
you
was
came,
raised with victimhood mentality. I knew I was living wrong.
but you was raised in the were you raised in the hood or were you raised in the projects?
So I was raised in the hood.
So the hood meaning black people kind of own these homes a little bit.
Nah, no, fuck no. We renting. Niggas
Everybody.
struggling.
So see, in a way, I would kind of consider that the projects though, because if there's no ownership at all, you
The
kind of just
projects, the hoods, the ghettos, right? Because and I feel where you're coming from, but my aunt is a homeowner. My uncle is a homeowner in the hood.
mm,
So I get what you said. The projects would be like Latrobe Home Projects, Gilmore Home Projects.
What's the worst place in Baltimore?
I don't know. I kind of all right. So for me personally, because I'm from Baltimore, I feel like everywhere is the same.
Right.
Now, this is what I will say: is Baltimore dangerous? Yes. Do it go down in Baltimore? Hell yeah. However, can a white person that's never been in Baltimore a day in life, that's always been in the suburbs, walk down the street, go to the store, get some items, and walk back and be safe? Hell yeah.
That's a white person. Can a black person do that though?
Yes. I do it all the time.
So all right,
I get frustrated with certain content, right? Can I tell you why I do it all the time? I'm not in the streets. I don't gangbang. I don't sell narcotics. I'm not beefing with anybody. If somebody was to hit me, it would be an accident.
so my theory is it's actually possible for because we do got the bourgeoisie that sold us completely out. So you got the lower class blacks that are ignorant being taken advantage of by the bourgeoisie. You got some people that's lower class, they may be a little bit conservative. Then you got the rest infield just conservative. So it is possible for black people to gentrify the hood though. Can black people gentrify their own neighborhood?
Yes. Now watch this. Can I tell you how?
How?
Proper education. We don't need no more food stamps.
Right.
We need no more Section 8. We need proper education.
Right.
Because here's the thing. Although I got a lot of people who would say, I'm not voting for either party, F that, the same people saying that don't know or did not know that opportunity zones was in their neighborhood.
That was from Trump, bruh. That was Trump. I remember that shit. 2018, 2017, bruh. I remember that shit.
You know where I was at when that was at? I was in prison.
I was in Atlanta making money because I was working for a real estate company at the time, bro. That's why once that happened, I said I'm gonna always fight for Trump, bro. I'm never gonna let them boy because this is the thing. Black people have been trained to be poverty army soldiers. So these black Democrats, they fighting for the poverty. You see what I'm saying? Me and you, we are prosperity angels. We here just to spread prosperity. Even if I didn't have a dollar, I'll say the same thing to you. You came home from prison and you still made it to have this conversation. I just had a black man yesterday on here. He went to prison too. So none of this anybody. You know this. I'm a capitalist, but none of these things define us. What defines us is us ourselves, bro. Black people, the most beautiful people to walk planet Earth, but yet we living and doing some of the most ugliest, heinous things, bro. Like the Carmelo Anthony situation, that shit really bringing out the worst in us, bro. And I hate that for us. I really hate that for us.
All right, now, if you want to talk about the Boule using and abusing the black community, they did that with the Carmelo Anthony situation.
Thank you.
I want you to know, right, that my page, Ghetto Conservative, got shadow banned because I spoke out on the Carmelo Anthony situation.
What did you say?
My first video got almost 1 million views.
Damn.
I said Carmelo Anthony's father was a bitch.
Very true.
I was I don't want to say involved, but I was on this case when it first happened last year when I was on TikTok going.
So what was your initial thoughts to the case when you first heard about this?
Bro, it was simple. You want to take a plea bargain for manslaughter as a juvenile, get juvenile life, and come home at 21, 23 years old.
25 latest.
Boom. Listen, the reason why I thought that is because that's not a. Unfortunately, I know all the uppies laugh at us, but unfortunately, that's not an uncommon situation. Unfortunately, I've seen situations like that. So that's why I was able to see through it. Another reason why I was able to see through it is because I told you, my mother sent me to live with my father in the upper class.
Mm.
So I already know what was going through his mind. Because me, like any other kid who came from Baltimore City, a lot automatically assumed the white boys ain't talking about shit.
Right.
And it shocks the shit when you find that one white
If you
boy
find that white
that's
boy that's like
all
that.
the
Yeah.
way with the bullshit. He's
Yeah,
not scared
exactly.
at all. He
Yeah,
tries to do whatever.
I'm with you. The initial thought kind of the same because in high school I got jumped by two white boys, bro. And the difference is I went to jail that night and came home the next day. Like I didn't. It would have been crazy to stab one of them, bro. You see what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
So these black people that push these crash outs, bro. They never been in a fight. They not getting jumped. They not doing these things, bro. They just gonna gas up a Carmelo Anthony and try to use him on for Jasmine Crockett agendas. You see what I'm saying? That shit is sick.
That's going on. That is all Boule poison.
Right.
Now, when I speak on it, they shadow ban my voice because hood relate to me because
Mm,
I'm one of them. My
mm.
energy, you can feel it. You know I'm one.
Right, yeah.
You
Yeah.
know I'm an opportunity. And
Damn, black man.
my mother,
Damn, black man. So you saying you got the energy of a nigga who f- a opportunity in life.
hell yeah,
How many black men got that energy though?
a lot of us in the ghetto. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, do you know how many white people and rich black people in general, have tried to help degenerate low myself?
Right.
That's why when y'all say victimhood mentality, I get frustrated because a lot of us, when we get locked up, we don't look at the white man. We blame the that snitched on us, our baby mama. Man, I wish I didn't go there. I've never heard of in my age bracket say the white man got me. The
Right.
only time I've heard that is when I bump into an old inmate on the yard,
An
and
old
they,
comfortable Negro.
an old one would never want to hear a young one blame the white man. They get
Right.
frustrated quick.
I heard that before. I heard, damn, that's crazy.
I lie to you not,
I
bro.
heard
Those
that before. They
old
say in prison you're not allowed to complain about white people because old niggas will go
no,
your ass thought that.
no, cause listen, them brothers really got a story. Some of them brothers really are innocent, and they
Mm.
not playing. They don't want to hear that. They not playing, bro. They not trying to hear it. Now,
So
my age bracket, I've never heard of niggas. I'm blaming the white man. If he did say it, we was joking and laughing.
so
We
see
like fuck with a CO. It wasn't serious. Always gonna blame on their baby mother. Their mother was tripping. These and hot and brought the police attention while I got caught. Yo, we not blaming the white man for why we got locked up. And if we do find somebody that blames the white man, we know this is a weirdo.
right.
He ain't no thug. He got locked up on accident. In fact, how much money your mother sends you this week? You pay
So
this week? You gotta pay rent. Cause you
so so you saying the black man in the real world, the free world that's complaining about the white man are weirdos for real though.
on God. Bro, listen. I lie to you not. I used to listen to weirdos sometimes.
Like
Cause I
who
go back.
example?
And I remember one time when I was out there hustling, me and my man Doobie got stopped by the police. They just wanted to do a quick search. I automatically got on my weirdo shit. The black man.
Hey, but you had no more with.
No. Cause listen, the reason why I was weirdo, I'm not a taxpaying citizen. I'm out here selling drugs. I'm out here
Right.
committing crimes. So now when the police stops my black ass, I say, I know my rights. You can't search. You
Hey,
know what my man Doobie told me?
what you say?
Stop that shit, yo. Man, all we had on us was some weed. They want to make sure we don't got no guns.
Right. But see,
So when they searched us, they found the weed on my man Doobie. They said, well, they didn't even they asked, what is this? Before they even pulled it out his sock. He told him, that's some weed. Me and my little brother about to go in the house and smoke some weed, but we chilling, man. We ain't doing shit. We done for the day.
right.
All right, cool. We good. Teach your little brother to chill out, man. And they left. He cussed me the fuck.
What you say? Stop
If
being.
you want to be in these streets, all that, black man, white man, it's too many niggas out here getting money. That's exactly what he said. I don't want to hear that black man, white man's money. Fuck is you talking? I'm telling you, the way how they represent the black community is not true. These is a bunch of uppity niggas. Yo, real niggas is not at no Carmelo Anthony courthouse protesting, going crazy. Niggas that's in the streets, the YNs, they got narcotics to sell. They got
Right.
the bus. They not thinking about Carmelo Anthony.
Hey, black conservative perspective say Carmelo Anthony come off as a weirdo.
His parents come off as a weirdo.
The whole family come off a little weird. I ain't gonna lie.
Carmelo Anthony is a.
You don't
And
you don't really talk like that.
all right, I used to be a. So I'm saying this out of experience. Carmelo Anthony's he made a bad decision.
That's it. That's all it
If
is.
I was Carmelo Anthony's uncle, it went the way how it went. His little ass would have went to Jeff Metcalf. He would have got prayed over, and his little ass would have took a plea bargain. Cause that's some for you to take a knife to a fist fight, nigga. You lost the fight, so what? Go fight again.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that he was 16. In her mind, in fact, you should have been able to take him.
So the black community on some weird short and that shit.
Bro, I don't say the black community. I say the weirdos. Because the weirdos are trying to lay claim to the black community. No,
So if a nigga support Carmelo Anthony, he a weirdo.
Carmelo Anthony is from the hood, moved to the suburbs.
But if a nigga support him, if a grown man supporting Carmelo Anthony killing Austin Metcalf,
Yeah,
he's a weirdo. Yes or no?
weird as because
Right.
they both kids, bro.
Right.
A lot of gangsters, a lot of thugs don't work with kids.
Mm.
It don't matter if it's a white kid or a black kid. You can be a thug, a white kid and black kid fighting, and you're gonna laugh and watch. And if it go too far, all right, well, niggas, that's enough. You break this, and you make sure that white boy got a heart, cause he from around here.
So you saying
From the same neighborhood, from the same struggle we in. So if the white boy and the black boy fight, we don't see color right now. We're gonna make sure this white boy good though.
So when did the adults get so weird that they want to see that because it's like that. You got black adults that hate white people so much they want to crash out the black kids on white people, bro.
They weird, bro. They weird.
Right.
They are children. They were fighting. They didn't even get to a fight. One pushed the other grabbed the knife and stabbed him. No, my uncle was a Black Panther. Robert Taylor. My uncle Boo Boo is Robert Taylor, Black Panther, Division Street chapter, Baltimore City. He is not racist. He always taught me it's human family. Look at your hand. We got the same marks. Human family. Our job is to protect good people from bad people, no matter the skin tone.
Fact. And see, and I'll say this, I'll add this. Like my parents taught me you never make a white person a co-defendant, a victim, or a witness. Like you just don't.
That's real shit.
You in one of these situations, you see what I'm saying? So like if you're gonna be in these streets, kid, you never make them a co-defendant, a witness, or a victim, bro. And I'm looking at these like y'all didn't know that? Y'all didn't learn? Like what I come from a 2-parent home though. You see what I'm saying?
So why I feel like he got 35 years?
He got 35 years because I'm gonna tell you why. And people not listening to me when I say it. People get mad at me, right? You never diss the dead. You never disrespect a dead person in a family if you on trial. Listen, your supporters that's directly involved with you bet not diss the dead. When Charleston White said, I'm in direct relationship with the family, I've spoken with the father, I got the true story, Austin Metcalf's daddy, and this, that, and the third, and start talking on Sarah, saying she's a crystal meth addict. What y'all don't know is that those things become aggravated factors in your sentencing.
Right.
Now, when Austin Metcalf's father, Jeff Metcalf, said, I forgive him, I want to pray with the family, that becomes mitigating factor, which means the judge should have mercy on you during sentence.
Damn, hold on. You say mitigating factor versus what's the other factor?
Aggravating factor.
So you mean these niggas going to trial straight aggravating the trial, bro?
Thank you. Yes.
Slow. These slow, bro. Even when they hate the law, but even when they break the law, slow. I always felt that way though. Fender was invented for these niggas, bro. So I always felt that way though.
You know what I said when I went in the courtroom? My first plea bargain was 9 to 11 years. You know what I said when I went in the courtroom?
If you don't mind sharing, what was the charge?
Oh, yeah, hell no. I got assault with a deadly weapon, inflicted serious injury, possession of cocaine, fleeing to elude, first degree on robbery. They dropped the first degree kidnapping and the second degree kidnapping charges, you feel me? And the hit and runs. Yeah, only if somebody with a nasty charge has a problem telling you they charge. charges, right? And I ain't right. So here's the sweat. When I walked into that courtroom, I said, "How you doing, Mister Your Honor, sir? How you doing, Mister Your Honor, sir?" They lying on me. A 9-11 plea deal. It went down to 6-8. Yo, the judge literally asked, said, "Bill Woods, we can't give him a better plea bargain."
Right.
The judge asked the DA that.
Yeah, I feel like Carmelo Anthony, they had to do that because like how they was acting, like, bro, how they did it.
That
Bro,
Charles White on lives every day, going crazy.
and
So
now
you feel like that's why they removed the 3 black jurors?
The 3 black jurors are so whenever you get a jury, right?
Right.
They ask you specific questions. The 3 black jurors literally self-sabotaged themselves, which means they did not want to be involved with the case. When asked, would you find him guilty if the evidence shows that he's guilty, they said, "I cannot see myself sending a black man in prison."
All right, what about the daddy calling the boy a watermelon felon?
Now, y'all want me to tell you how I really feel about that?
Yeah.
And it's the first time I'm actually expressing my true feelings about that.
Yeah, because they're very controversial.
The way how I truly feel about that,
Okay.
that was, and the reason why I feel like that was, even if he's 18, he's still a kid.
Yeah, damn sure.
No, man, nah. He took his son. He took that man's son. You see how black people act in the courtroom? Somebody take their son?
Peep my sweat. Peep what I'm saying. Yo, peep what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
You had a heart to forgive him and pray with him. I feel like he allowed social media.
Y'all don't get to tell that white man how to grieve, bro.
Finish this. I feel like he allowed social media and Carmelo Anthony's parents to anger him. Now, am I mad at Jeff Metcalf for saying watermelon felon? I'm not mad.
Right.
But even Jeff Metcalf knew it was. He felt like, you know what, it's time for me to say, because everybody been cussing me out saying shit.
All right, Paul, black man. Let me be the voice for Jeff Metcalf. Let me be the voice for Jeff Metcalf.
Yeah, I support Jeff.
I know. That's why I brought you on, because I seen all your. I used the only black man online saying you stand with this white man, bro, while he lost his son.
You got a son?
So he's sitting in. Do you have any kids?
Nah, but I got a mother.
Thank you. I ain't got no kids either. So imagine.
And my mother told the people, "Look, y'all, I forgive you. I forgive your son. Can I pray with y'all?" And they dissed my mother.
Guess what though? But guess what, my dog? So see, Jeff did all that. Now he put out the right hand. He put out the bridge to try to bridge the gap. He been sitting in his house just watching this. He still ain't got his son back, bro. He got half of his life. He got 50%. He lost his other twin son. You nor my dog can make sense of that. We just cannot make sense of that. So even if he went on I'll be real, even if he went on a damn crazy rampage, it still would damn near be justifiable, bro, because they're torturing that man. They torture that white man, bro, for no reason at all. You got Jasmine Crockett talking about, was it even a night? I'm like, bro, y'all some evil mother. For them to do that to that man, bro, he ain't go hard enough. Really, I would have went harder, bro.
The only thing I would say to Jeff Metcalf, like again, when you ask me, was it a nice thing or was he said it? Yes. It's time for him to say something. That's what I'm saying. Because listen, I've been on his case since last year. So I have seen it. As soon as his son died, he got nothing but race hate. And in the middle of his race hate, he told them white boys he's not participating in their race hate.
He said, don't make it about race. He said, don't make it about race.
And while he was saying don't make it
and these Boule Democrat Divine Nine and Democrat pipeline, that mad ass black people went out their way to torture that man and his ex-wife and his son after taking a life, bro. Like that's horrible.
Now what is Charleston White? Charleston White is a Divine Nine. He don't want to talk about it. His mother's a Divine Nine. His uncle, his pimping uncle is a Divine Nine. That's what
but okay, black man, you can't. Every black person got somebody in their family born into the book.
No. But when you do the and you participate in the, I can call you out. Listen, on my father's side, them niggas Divine Nine, I'm not. But here's the deal. When you participate, he participated in it when he supported Carmelo Anthony, knowing damn well that shit wasn't righteous.
Right. Yeah. That's what it is. That's the word. It wasn't righteous. For black people to stand on the side of that wasn't righteous. And like you said, it's weird behavior because it's a kid.
And what bothers me is these videos go viral and they're allowed to say this is how the black community feel when a lot of these same people that's talking do not live in the black community. The ad community don't even know about the situation. Come
Right.
in the hood and let's walk through and let's ask the average hood how they feel about Carmelo Anthony, and they're gonna think you're talking about NBA.
Right. Yeah. And
Now what?
if it is, it's a black man that's real educated and he just happened to be still in the hood. You see what I'm saying? Because you can't say all of them don't know that, but it's
So I said the average.
right. Right.
Honestly, I love my people, but I'm not the average nigga in the hood.
Right.
So when I said the average, I'm talking about waking up every day to go to work to take care of their kids, to deal with their baby mother, every day to avoid their ops, grabbing their sack. They're not thinking about this case. They got real cases to think about. They homeboy on trial.
So how
They
do you feel?
probation officer on their ass.
So how do you feel about him getting 35 years? Did you feel like that was enough, or you feel like he should have got life,
I
or you feel
think
like he should have got less? I give you all three options. My bad.
nah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I think Carmelo.
I felt like he should have get 2.5 years.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I can't give an honest opinion on that because I did time. This is why I'm saying that. Hear me out. There's people that got life that I really believe would
Have
do
changed.
in this world. But when I
Yeah.
say good, I mean they actually have a reputation and a status, and they do want to make a change. Yo, I was around some real killers. I was around some real OGs that got stained, that still have reputation in the streets, right? And the reason why they loved me and why they kept me under their arms is because they wanted me to come back into this world and do what I'm doing now. So if some of these individuals had an opportunity to come back and do the right thing and make a change, I wish I could give them that opportunity. However, they said you're our opportunity, and a lot of these OGs poured into me. So that's one of the reasons why, like I mentioned, Jake Poon. The system says he's dangerous, but I'm reflecting a lot that he taught me.
Mm.
Voodoo, yo,
Mm.
yo, bloody knuckles.
So you the voice from behind the wall.
I swear to God, you get it. Because a lot of these same OGs that these, yeah, I'm under OG such and such, is under OG such and such, this OG such and such, you know, he got life. Yeah, I was with that nigga. He told me to tell you to pick a book up. He's dead serious.
Did you read a lot of books in prison?
Hell yeah.
You play chess?
Huh?
Can you play chess?
Yes.
I feel that
What
I feel like some of the smartest black people are behind the wall because they read books and play chess all day.
The truth, though.
what book changed your life?
The Secret Teachings of All Ages by Manly P. Hall.
Yeah, that shit. Can you say it one more time?
The Secret Teachings of All Ages by Manly P. Hall.
Well, black man, I mean, you dropped a lot of game on here. I'm gonna chop it up. You're gonna see these clips everywhere. We're gonna viral it up. But can you leave us with one goal that you got as a black conservative? I mean, some people got a goal just to get rich. Some people want to change the world. Some people want to save the kids. What's your goal as a black man? Came from Baltimore, did the bid in prison, came back home, running it up on the internet, getting your shit right. What's the goal here? Where you going with this, black man?
My goal is to make today better than yesterday for those that I love and those that love me. My goal is to make the hood better. I want to make the hood great again. Because there was a time, like Charlie Kirk said, before the drugs and the gangbanging, the hoods, the black communities, as he was speaking of, was very profitable. We had businesses. We did things. This is how you knew he was talking about us in particular, because he mentioned the past when we had our own everything. And I want to get us back to that.
So you trying to get Baltimore back to Utah Street.
I'm trying to get every hood in America back to Utah Street.
Damn. And you said
not Boule style, but
you said Dulles came from Baltimore?
I'm sorry?
You said Frederick Dulles came from what part of Baltimore?
If I said Frederick Douglass, I didn't mean to say that. I might say Thurgood Marshall. But Frederick Douglass did come from Baltimore now I think about it. Frederick Douglass was a slave on a plantation that escaped from in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Why is Baltimore so historic? God, like I always like a lot of shit do tie back to Baltimore, bro. So it seemed like the most historic cities for black people. That's where black people get it the worst at.
Hey, look, can I tell you something before we done?
Get it off, bro.
Let me tell you about Baltimore, right? Real quick. Thurgood Marshall is from Division Street. My mother is from Division Street.
Damn.
A lot of times I hang out on Division Street.
Damn.
My grandmother raised her children on Division Street. My Black Panther uncle and all. That's why I say I would rather make Division Street, I'd rather make the hoods better.
What does Division Street look like right now, tonight? If you go on Division Street right now, what is it?
It looks terrible. Yo, it's a lot of rundown homes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of trash. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of
How can a place so rich in history be so broke and financially, physically,
because the
mentally?
wealth left us. The 60s, all that Martin Luther King NAACP destroyed us. Those were staged events. Watch this. Why would you decide to take your money and go to a white neighborhood where people don't want you at? And they're gonna
So
bomb your house and whatnot.
so
Listen, people left when a lot of people left us. When a lot of people said, "Hey, I got enough money to go live amongst white people and not have to live amongst all of y'all poor niggas," they did that. And as they continue to take their wealth, yo, motherfuckers ain't have a lot of money to push around. Watch this though. We also gotta hold ourselves accountable because when Martin Luther King got assassinated, a lot of the Jewish people gave their businesses up. The Nation of Islam had the businesses in the hoods, and it was a Shabazz on every corner. All these stores were Shabazzes, and it was black people that owned it. Elijah Muhammad's son, I can't think of him. He sold he sold Americans out. And he stopped being Nation of Islam Muslim and became Arab Muslim, and he sold all the fuzzes to the Arabs. That's why it's an Arab one corner in the goddamn corner store. But it was first owned by black people. We were sold out by our own people. Don't forget, Elijah Muhammad's son, that Boule too.
all right.
Farrakhan is Boule.
So I got,
All
I
right,
got one
hold on,
question.
hold on, hold on, hold on. We gonna do a part two with him. We gonna cut. We gonna do a part two. But look, the reason why you so passionate, because of like you just it seems like you get the shit get you fired up. Is the reason why is it striking a chord? Because like when you see these people like Jasmine Crockett and that nigga like what's his name, Justin Jefferson from Tennessee and Al Green, all them. When you see them, do you think about them times on Utah Street? Them times on what's the street that start with a D?
Division Street.
So do you think about Division Street and Utah Street? Are you having like flashbacks or something when you seeing
Yes,
these people of
yes,
today?
yes, because they're black devils. Listen, bro, they are black devils. Anytime you see a nigga with an afro talk about black power, that's a black devil. Because only
Damn.
somebody that's not from the hood would think that going back to the 70s will relate to niggas in the hood. Now, when a nigga pull up with a fade,
Yes, sir. Yes,
they say,
sir.
yo,
Black man.
yeah, that's different. They don't want the nigga with the fade. They trying to bring the sellout with the fucking afro. That's what's going on.
Damn.
Listen, bro, I'm trying to tell you, they are all Boule bitches. Most people that listen, them niggas out there in them suburbs. Why I get passionate about this? I told you my mother sent me to the suburbs for a while. So I seen them kids out there act gangster, act ghetto, and destroy their own gated community. That's where that ghetto fatigue is coming from, bro. We all the way in the hood. We ain't even around y'all niggas. And listen, my goal is to help my hood, to change my hood. That's what conservatives really do. Now, if you're really from this place, not if you're not from here, that's different. But if you're from this place and you are conservative, you're supposed to want to help this because this is still America. This is still America's soil. So if things are spit. The reason why they want me is because the hood holds a lot of secrets.
Hey, I'm gonna be
They
real.
opened the borders up and they sent all them Arabs and Latinos in the hood, bro.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm about to go buy me a property on Utah Street and Division Street, nigga.
Yo, if
Fuck
you
they
do it, yo, I'm begging you to do it. I'm begging you.
I'm about to do this bitch about Black Wall Street. Niggas wanna go buy shit on Utah Street or Division Street though. They
Bro,
won't go gentrify that though.
I'm begging you. I'm begging you to do it.
So I'm real because Westmore got taxed out and I'm gonna still pay the taxes and do
And
it,
it's
sir.
crazy. People think that everybody like Governor West use a whore. No, we don't like Governor West use a whore. Bro, Governor West use a whore is picked by white people. He's a
This
Jamaican.
nigga that was on here yesterday, right? He said he part of the Divine Nine. He a Newt, right? He living in Richmond, Virginia, talking about he want Westmore to be president of the United States, bro. Like that's what's wrong with these.
Bro, you know what? Can I say this, bro? Listen, I know I got you off your live, but I'm gonna say this and leave it alone, right? The Divine Nine is anti-American. Do not forget this. The
Thank you.
Divine Nine was started. Listen, the foundation of Divine Nine is Prince Hall. Who is Prince Hall? Another Caribbeans who became a Mason from British soldiers on the battlefield. He became a Mason through British soldiers on the battlefield. That agitator. Divine Nine is an agitator. Those are anti-American. They love abortions, and they need to be deported. They do not represent black community. They represent
Yeah, they not.
that sold us out in the 60s and the 50s. That's their grandparents. My grandparents from the hood, nigga.
Right.
We conservative. I don't know what they're talking about. Listen, hear me out. I want y'all to really hear me out. Prince Hall became a Mason through British Masons on the battlefield. Listen, there were already people that looked like me and all two of y'all that were over here on this land that were Masons. Lord Baltimore, I want y'all to pay attention. The only way you can become a lord of anything in America is through Britain, England, all
That is
that
true.
shit, through the crown.
That is true.
So Lord Baltimore is an infiltration. That fat white stole our name. We were already in Baltimore. All you got, I will send you the facts if I need to send you the facts. If you want fact check, we can fact check it. We weren't called black people. We were called Baltimoreans.
Damn.
We were called Virginians. A lot of y'all that's from, if your ancestors from North Carolina, South Carolina, you from America, bro. That's where the Gullah Geechees was at. They wasn't slaves. They was
Yeah, that's
fighting.
us. That's us.
They have been lying about our history because they won. The Divine Nine is a part of them lying. Prince Hall was British, and he came through trying to make enslaved people Masons. There's no way you can be a Mason and a slave at the same time unless you're Prince Hall.
What does it mean to be a Mason in one sentence, though?
Bam. To be a Mason means that you are actually building your character first. You're supposed to be using your tools to guide you and to make sure that your conduct is squared away. And you're not only supposed to build your character first, but then you build those around you. Even those that don't know they stuff, you're supposed to build them up to a higher level. It might not be to your level, but to a level that we can all elevate and grow. I don't have a problem with Masons. I have a problem with Divine Nine.
Mm.
Because they are literally on the opposite side of us. We don't even realize what happened when Trump had did what he did with the Strait of Hamas, when he started insuring all those other ships, kicking France out the way. That's us winning because
Bro,
they won.
we needed that.
To get it.
Needed that. We needed that straight, bro.
Yeah.
For the rest of our lives with that oil, hell no. We went and got that, bro. Because you know these niggas
Say no. Divine Nine is anti-American. Those niggas, listen, their leader, who they call the worshipful master. That's why I can never be a Mason because nobody is worshipful to me, right? But here's the thing: that's their worshipful master. Their worshipful master, Prince Hall, was initiated by Britain while we were fighting against Britain. Think about that. While we were fighting against Britain, see, I don't want to talk about what happened when the British came. Black people was fighting against Britain too. We was alongside with the white
So
people.
you saying that's why they anti-American?
Think about it. You know what they said? They said that the white man put coal on his face and feathers on to look like Indians. Now, why the fuck would you put coal on your face to look like one of these light-skinned Indians if they didn't look like me?
Right.
That's not what happened. What happened was we went through the T over the motherfucking thing. We was running, and Paul Revere, that white man, kept his word, told the other white people the British was coming, and we fought them.
Right.
We fought against the British too.
Right.
And a lot of y'all don't know that the British people were not just all white. The American Revolution wasn't white man war.
Right.
The British, they were the brutish Moors, the dirty Moors. That's why when you hear white people say, we were slaves of you. No, you were slaves of the pilgrims that came over here.
It's crazy. It's crazy you say that because they try to write off the black man in the American Revolution, and we was all over that, bro.
Bro, think about it. If they do that, that's why they're doing it. Because if
they say George Washington was black on the low though. I mean, I just be talking shit, but you know.
If they keep the black man and the white man divided, then we'll always be conquered. When we come back together, we're gonna flip this. They got to do the race baiting, bros. If the boys in the hood and the boys in the woods link up, we're gonna flip the government, bro, and we're gonna go back to the republic, which we're supposed to be.
So why did Martin Luther King feel like he ran us into a burning house?
Because Martin Luther King sold out. And he realized he sold out once he realized that the Democrats were not going to do anything that they promised him. The only thing that Martin Luther King daddy wanted was for his son to come home. So Martin Luther King felt like Democrats are going to give us what the Republicans wasn't giving us. The Republicans wasn't giving shit, letting black man do his own thing. But Martin Luther King wanted something, but the Democrats wasn't giving them anything. So all that marching and all that integrating in their schools and trying to integrate in their restaurants never made them say, hey, you know what? Let's let the black man have something too. He realized that now it's going to be white man owning everything and black man buying everything. Yo, I ran y'all into a burning building.
Hey,
But that shit
gonna,
don't mean nothing.
we gonna
You
bring you
already
back
fucked
on,
us.
bro. We gonna bring you back on, bro. We gonna bring you
I
back.
appreciate y'all. It was an honor to be on, bro.
Thank you for stopping in, man.
I might not go too hard. The only reason why I went hard like that because we only had 5 viewers, so it's your choice if you want to click that extra shit up or not. But
I
I was
got you.
dropping some jewels off on you, bro. Don't ever forget the British Moors and the Pilgrims were not all white people. The Pilgrims were upper class whites and upper class blacks, and they did come over with slaves. They were white people. They called them Slavics. I'm gone. Salute.
Peace.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.